everybody, my name is Lion Gaming, or just, or just aka Roblox Gamer, and welcome back to Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable, yeah. So, you might be wondering, why is my camera so different? Like, why is my microphone is so different? And why is my goddamn why is it so different? Well, it's because I ordered, or the new camera that I always wanted is here, this one, and I'm using it right now, which is over here. And now let's see the old webcam that I always used to, well, make it with videos or streams a long time. This is the one. Yeah, it's really old. This is what I've been like making videos or streaming when my face came on for like probably a year. So now it is finally, well, moving on, or just it is finally where I have to move on to a new camera or to a new webcam. Now this thing goes right here. Well, I'm not gonna throw it in the trash. I might just keep it as a memory. How I've been making videos or making streams for, like, I don't know, a face with that face cam thing. But this one actually does really great, capturing my entire room instead of just half of my room like this. Like, this one captures everything, and the other one captures only this half. And I have to say something, guys. Am I alive? Like, do I care about my YouTube? Well, YouTube channel, I meant. Do I care about my YouTube career thing? And, am I alive still? Well, this video is uploaded right now, so what do you think? Am I alive or not? Of course I'm alive. And, yeah, I do think about my YouTube career, but I just sometimes so rarely upload videos for some reason. Especially live streaming. Also for some reason. Maybe it's because I have no interests like live streaming. So that's why I like rarely do live streams. But I know you guys sometimes you're just hoping to see live streams or some videos that I upload. But I'll just try my best to at least care about my YouTube career. I mean, at least care about my career, and then, like, start uploading videos more rather than just rarely or every month or every day. So yeah, especially live streaming. But anyways, enough of the chit chatting. Again, welcome back to the Stanley Parable. This is part 2. Alright, let's continue now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Well,
yet there was not a single person here either.
Coca-Cola.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, I'm just kidding. We've already been there.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, he didn't.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that.
Why this car is
and
like...
in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Where did this car...
All because he believed everyone had...
Where did this car go from?
His boss would think he was crazy.
Where did this car
And then something
came from?
occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
No, not.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
That is obvious.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
I always wanted to know that.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. and at last he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream."
He's so ridiculous.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What the fuck?
He imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
That was not
He
what
found
I'm
it all
thinking.
very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Facts.
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice
Facts.
was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
And I hit myself
The
against the
weight of the
painting.
blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
I don't have a wife.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
On the first part,
My life is normal. I am
on the
normal.
first part, I was lied.
Everything will be fine. I am okay.
No, not okay. Oh, finally, now I can walk away from the painting.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Yeah, narrator is so ridiculous and funny.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Okay.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay, on the first part, I wanted I want to like at least do an hour gameplay in part 1, but my recorder or just OBS Studio stopped recording because too much gigabytes.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yep, too much gigabytes. So I had to like finish well, editing on the first part and then delete the video that I have saved on my computer. But now, so expect my recorder could like be stopped, and then like, you know, well, I'll be like, I don't know.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes.
Okay.
Truly a room worth admiring.
I missed out some dialogues.
Just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley is simply drinking it all in.
Just stretching out a bit, or you know, because I already got up and the. Well, yeah.
Yes, really, really worth it being here.
Stop constantly yapping, dude!
So utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I did. So what?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh! Why, narrator? Why did you roast me again? Oh.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Yeah, I did sit around in this room just to wait for you to speak up.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Yeah, he did.
Detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No, he didn't. He took the opposite way. He took the elevator on his left again. Well, on the left again, I meant.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yep.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
The way the door just shut in front of my face, and the narrator's like, no, not that way.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
I don't know!
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Rustling paper noises.
Okay, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
That freaking noises. How loud it's gonna be if I like, well, get close to my microphone like this? How loud it was?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
Fuck! Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
Well, no, it's not.
Something changed. Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or...
Why are you asking me?
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Exactly!
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's
oh my god.
Come, Stanley. let's find the story.
Okay, I'm gonna take on this one on the left. Alright. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let torture yourself. Inner guilt. Wait, inner guilt. Everyone knows what you did. They're just shit. Inner guilt. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself. Okay. Yeah, my English, my grammar, well.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
Yeah.
But it's got to be better than this.
No.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh my god. Okay, I was trying to say that my English grammar, well, sometimes is bad because when I try to read it, I'm like struggling to read what it says on screen or what it says on the wall. Yeah. We got Roblox Game Over. Ryan Gaming has a, well, bad grammar of English before GTA 6. And yeah, GTA 6 jokes are no longer funny!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong.
There's no sound effect.
It's possible the story is back where we just came.
Put the door closing.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Alright, sure. No sound effect. Fantastic.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Okay.
No, wait. Never mind.
Okay.
Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
Yeah, me neither.
Is this the story? I don't think so.
Me neither.
I can't
Again.
quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Why are you asking me?
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what?
No.
Since I've
don't.
completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Well, yippee!
Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
What the?
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Fact, but it's still rude.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to...
Oh my god! What the hell is this shit? What the hell is this?
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I must say this one that's incredibly accurate, and that's from, well, basically from What If Stanley Talked. So, narrator, ask a drunk person and get back to me. There. New direction, but what if I just go over there? Will be there any consequences?
No, I'm down. We're living it up to the line from now on.
Okay.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to apologize.
Yeah, the goddamn line is so drunk. Look at this!
You know what?
The line is so drunk, dude!
Now, is a bit of
Oh my
music
god.
to lighten them.
Even more drunkness! That music's not lighting up anything. And this one's also drunk! Even more drunk, dude! At least this one's not. Even more drunk! The line is even more drunk that he keeps like drawing on the ceiling, on the wall, and everywhere, dude. What the fuck? I would never do that. If I was like well, as a line, I would never drink too much alcohol to become so drunk that I'll just draw on the ceiling or on the wall, and I just continue drawing on the floor just to pretend it. Well, nothing happened. Bro, what the fuck?
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Just a regular plant. And yeah, I can spam A button. Hold up. Not E. Well, this button, and then just create sound effects. Satisfying. And what's next? And on my mouse too. Alright, let's go back now. Or just let's go now.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Bro, the line is not even alive. You're talking to a goddamn line. The line is not gonna talk back to you. He's not gonna say anything. The line's main purpose is to draw it. Like, locate the story. Not just, like, at least talk or something. You're not gonna get the answers for what you're looking for. And yes, again, that has inspiration of, what if Stanley talked? That phrase or something. Yeah, but still, bro. You're not gonna get the answers from that line, because that line is not even alive. It's the main purpose is to goddamn locate the story. What happens if I go back here?
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just go.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Well, I forgot that I had supposed to scream or something, and then, yeah. Like, say, no! And then, yeah, after he restarted that once again. But clearly I didn't. So, yeah. Or I didn't. Yeah. Well, back here again.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
Yeah.
Why can't we make our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Alright.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I don't know.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
Okay, but this one came from the ceiling, and then yet the line is still drunk. Look at this, still drawing on the wall and everything. And yet even more drunk. Ah. Even more drunk. More drunk and it came back up to the ceiling.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Yeah.
From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Thank goodness, my head is like spinning. Like I'm already getting a bit dizzy because of staring at the screen and then walking in circles like this. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Yep.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Too bad!
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Do it!
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Maybe.
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't know what. Why are you asking me?
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Yeah?
Well, in the meantime...
Oh, that exploded my eardrums.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Uh-huh.
When Stanley came to a set
No,
of
he
two
didn't.
open this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he did. He took on in front.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired.
Says you! Jesus.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Uh-huh.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Uh-huh.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult,
Uh-huh.
but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you
Uh-huh.
all this time. There's someone
Uh-huh.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really?
Yeah, really.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Uh-huh.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to
Danger,
you?
danger,
Well,
everywhere.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, I trust you this time.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
No, I'm
Don't
not.
you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Yeah.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay.